Alright folks, Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video. And this is something I want to talk about because this is from my personal experience and I want to share this with you. My name is Ryan. Originally I'm from Jamaica. I moved to the States about 19 years ago. But growing up back home, I was raised with a single mom, and she did the best she could as a mom. And she just did whatever she could put food on the table because that was just the protocol. That was really what was important at the time. I mean, there are other important things. Don't get me wrong, like clothing and shoes and so forth. But having something in your stomach, having some food, in your stomach is the most important thing, and some water to drink. So, growing up in a single mother home, I picked up on something, which I hear some people call it, anger issues or traumas, or whatever name you can give to it. I just call it high negative emotion. That's what I was blessed with. It followed me around for years. I carry that with me everywhere I go. Create a lot of problems for myself as well along the way. Thank goodness I'm still here. Because you might just mess with the wrong person. That's what I really mean by that. And for some reason, I, never really went to prison or anything like that. Because so many of the people who grew up with single moms, they are actually in prisons, or they are killed, gone. So I went on a journey not understanding really what I was doing, but I can look back and see how I actually made the changes to reduce the emotion, at least get it to a level where it is manageable. So the steps that I've took, and I want to lay these steps out, so that way hopefully this can be of some benefit to you who are going through being an angry, negative person, and perhaps probably blaming everybody for everything. It's everybody's fault, it's not yours. I'm not saying all of it is your fault, but you have to take some responsibility and some accountability, because that's when you start to really that's when you are going to work on the problem, because now you take responsibility and you hold yourself accountable for the mistakes that you are making, or the troubles and the problems that you are creating in your own life and for other people as well. These people don't need to be punished by you. Whatever happened to you there is not their fault. Whatever happened to you, maybe some of it is not even your fault. But it's just that you have the problem and you need to deal with it. Nobody is going to fix this problem for you. Understand that. There is nobody coming to help you, nobody coming to save you. It's just not gonna happen. This is your sole responsibility to fix that negative emotion, and to prevent yourself from having conflicts and problems and arguments and unnecessary fights with people that you yourself don't want. I have a lot of those fights. I said things to people which I regret even saying. Until this day, I'm like, oh my God, why did I even say that? And I'm sure I hurt those people, because there were people who I was even close to at one point. So it destroys friendship. That's one thing. People who you could actually be friends with for over a long period of time. The high negative emotion, it gets in the way, and you are going to flip out at some point, and you are going to say things to people which, well, people who you consider your friends, you're going to say things to them which you know deep down inside that you did not want to say that. Okay? All right. So, looking back, I can see the steps that I have made to implement the change. I'm not saying I am, this, I am that I have gotten rid of it all entirely. I still have hiccups here and there, but it's nothing compared to when I, to years, some years ago. So it's just way better now. Very rarely now. Every once in a while, I find myself, you know, flip out. Like I was at work the other day and they didn't communicate with me correctly, and I flip out because they told me to clean here and they didn't tell me that there were like two more other areas to clean, and for some strange reason, it just my mind just go off and I'm like, and I start go off. Then I caught myself and stop it, knock it off, and cut it out. So that might happen, especially in the beginning. It's not. I'm not saying it's an easy road because it isn't. All right. So here are some steps that I have implemented. Looking back, I can see what I have done to bring myself here to peace and calm. All right. So I'm coming from chaos and anger, bitter, trauma, people who have hurt me in the past, bitter towards them, and a lot of anger towards those people as well. So the process, I'm not talking about forgiveness here. I don't understand the forgiveness part there. I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm talking about how you implement the actions to make the change. All right. So one, people pleasing. You must eliminate people pleasing because it will never make you happy. And I believe you are going to disappoint those people that you're trying to please at the same time. That's just my feeling about it. But I know for sure it will not make you happy. That's it. That's one. Two, you need to change your city, perhaps even your state, maybe sometimes even your country. But you need to move into a different environment. You need to get out of the environment you are in because obviously you're not happy there. And two, I want you to look at the person you are dating. Are they bringing you peace? Because if they're not bringing you peace, also your friends as well. Look at the people who you have relationships with. Relationships mean intimate and just casual relationships. Just these are your friends, or we call it platonic relationships. I think that's what they call it. So these are just your friends and people and somebody who you are seeing seriously. Are they bringing you peace? Because if not, then you need to part ways with those people. All right. So next move, I want you to get into health and fitness, or I should say fitness. Get into fitness. Go to the gym, work out, and also run. These are the steps, these are the things that I did. I'm still doing. Today is day 200, my 201 day today that I'm running and working out. All right? So get your fitness intact, get your body intact. Become stronger because you're gonna need that in order for you to feel like you are, in order for you to start feeling good about yourself again. That's what helps me. I don't know if this is going to help you. All right. So work on your fitness and also read. I do not know what particular genre you like, but I have gotten into something called Red Pill. I know some people don't like this, but that's fine because I have learned a lot, which helps me, which prevents me from getting myself into toxic relationships. All right. So I'm reading The Rational Male. I read, Women Deserve Less by Myron Gaines. I read the Book of Numbers by Aaron Clarey, and now I'm reading Rational Male by Rollo Tomassi. All right. So that's what I'm drawn to read right now. So read a lot and listen to podcasts and so forth. And then also share your story on the internet, YouTube, via YouTube or TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and so forth. So these are the steps that I have taken, and you might need to be single for a while. I don't know if you can live with just being by yourself for a while. That brings me peace as well. And when I say single, I mean, somebody can come visit but not live with you, and you don't live with them either. Because whenever you are going through this process here, the person has to be really, really understandable. That way they can understand that you need, whatever, because you are going to flip out sometimes. And it's best for you to be by yourself. That way you flip out less. You know what I mean? And also, try moving to a job that you like, and get away from the job that you hate, because doing things that you hate only increases the tension, the negative tension. It makes you angry and so forth. So those are some steps that I have taken. If this helps you in any way, let me know. And if there is anything I can do for you, to help you on your journey, because it's not easy, and you are going to need to take control of your own mind. So you need to discipline your mind. Part of the part of the problem is that your mind is chaotic right now. So much estrogen, probably, this is men, I'm talking to men right now. So much estrogen right now, is you have so much estrogen right now, and you need to, it needs to be reduced and build up a lot of testosterone in order, so you can, because testosterone is more calm, more peaceful. But when a man has a lot of estrogen, he becomes chaotic, and he can cause a lot of trouble for himself and other people as well. So being a more masculine man will actually help in the process. So this is one of the reasons why you need to lift weights. Go to the gym and lift weights. All right. So, but you must take control of your mind. That means you need to discipline your mind. So even on the days when you don't want to go to the gym, and you don't want to go run, and you don't want to read, and you don't want to hit the ground and do the push-ups, you must do it, because without you do the things that you must do in order for you to change, and that way you don't go around causing trouble for yourself and other people, making unnecessary problems that you don't want, and bring hell to those people that has nothing to do with what happened to you in the past. You know what I mean? So I want you to probably maybe you're gonna need a little bit of help. I will be more than happy to help you on your journey, so that way you can change and get out of that state of mind. It's chaos. It causes problem. You become a person which nobody really wants to be around anymore, and